Taurus, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the reading. Just come out. And then we've got Chiron healing coming in here. So you've got a bit of work to do at the moment. This is an extra, so we'll see about that later. And then we've got 6th house routine coming in as well. So this all ties in with everything that's going on. So it looks like you've got a lot on your plate right now, going into this end of the year period. So we'll see how it all ties in for you. Obviously, a lot of external things do affect your relationship, you know. So you've got to take it all into account and then assess how you fit into the situation and how you are reflecting this into your responsibility, how you are reflecting this into your actual relationship. So this relationship could be something that you're already in, like a marriage or a long-term partnership, or it could be something relatively new, or it could be new. So just apply it to your situation. Aspects will come up for you, and then you can see how it applies. So this is for you normally, but as I said, aspects of this you could maybe swap and change, see how it applies. But normally this would be for you. So green Tara, start delegating, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. And then we've got Grand Cross Provoker underneath. So what this Grand Cross Provoker energy is normally about a lot of pressure, a lot of decisions having to be made, lots of things happening all at once. And this is a catalyst for change. This card, that's what it does. It forces you into positions where you've got to, actually start moving things along. You may be juggling, and it's fine to juggle, but you want to be moving forward while you do that, and not standing still or dropping everything. So this is where your priorities come in. So you've got to prioritize a lot of things. If you have to keep changing that list and updating it, within a day or even in a shorter period or once a week or whatever, but it's normally quite a lot of pressure, a lot of frustrations, a lot of things happening all at once. No sooner do you solve one issue than another one comes up and you've got to tackle that. Some of them come simultaneously or all at once. So it's that kind of pressured energy. So you may be in this situation currently, and your partner could also be seeing you going through this as well. So green Tara, start delegating. Do it from the heart, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So we're not superwomen or supermen. We do need to have others to assist us periodically as well as we go through life, especially when you've got the Grand Cross Provoker. So this is about priorities, it's about time management, and it's about communication with others. And during this process, you will be building up incredible inner strength, and it's really going to hone your skills, because you're going to be using all your talents and skills to get through whatever is occurring for you. And this is about asking others for help, or it depends. If you've got a family, then there will be family members that you can ask to assist you, or it could just be you and your partner. Perhaps your partner can assist you with certain things, or it's others you're working with. Whatever is your situation, it's about lifting the pressure off you so that you have got time in between to go within and actually navigate properly, to set your priorities, to rest, because you're going to have decisions to make, and there's going to be quite a few coming at you all at once. So you need to be making proper decisions and thoughtful decisions, things that are well thought out, and some of them may have to be made on the fly. So you need time, and you need to rest a little bit in between so that you're not overburdened, because as soon as you start to feel overburdened, then you get resentful. So see how it's working out in your situation. It could very well be end of the year, perhaps get-togethers with family if you can do that, and arranging things, organizing things. There may be travel involved, there may be sort of celebrations or some sort of get-together, or you could be in a situation where you are relocating, or just something that is lots of things happening all at once, and it's coming down on you and it's weighing heavily on you. So make sure that you ask people to delegate, and you may even have people coming to offer you help. So accept it. You know, you can oversee the arrangements and things that need to be done, but you've got to do this for yourself and also for your relationship, because, you know, all this pressure coming down on you, it's going to manifest in your relationship, and that's going to put you under pressure. So you don't want to be in a situation where you're feeling resentful or just completely and utterly worn out, because on the other side of this is success. And you will learn a tremendous amount through this situation, and it's going to really help you and stand you in good stead for later on. You will be able to handle much more than you've ever thought you could have. So, you know, it's a learning exercise, but you are going to need to get help. So now your person, you may see aspects of this, as I said, in yourself, but you could also see them going through this situation. But basically, your person is needing to ground themselves. They need to spend more time in nature, and you can influence this, obviously. You know, depending on your situation, spend time in nature, and also get involved in helping. You know, doing whatever you can or whatever they can to assist the earth. Now, this can be. You don't have to. You know, go into it full time, although it may be a choice for this person. But it's also about you know, channeling your resources or your time or your energy into things that just lighten the load, toxic load within the home, within your life, and within the environment. And it can be just a simple thing like going on a beach cleanup, or recycling, or, you know, taking out the toxic chemicals from your home or from the home of this person, and bringing in more natural things. It can be supporting an organization which supports the environment, you know, through voluntary work, or just assisting them in some way. So it's about that. So it says you are called upon to help with environmentalism. So this may very well, as I said, be a life path for this person, or it may be emerging as an interest for them. But it's also about grounding. It's about spending time in nature to help them, you know, feel grounded and sort of more settled in themselves. With the Virgo, I analyze energy. They could be worrying quite a bit. Virgo is very detail oriented. They're wonderful for sifting and sorting things out, and sorting out what is working and what is not working. So this person may be going through a process of that at this time. Now, it could be health related, because the Virgo normally rules the 6th house, and that deals with health issues, health, well-being, lifestyle, anything like that. And with Mawu, I would say it's quite a lot about lifestyle, but also about removing toxic issues from the home and from their life, and just anything that's toxic, and going a more natural route, spending time in nature to rejuvenate and lift the energies, raise their, you know, their vitality level. So it's all about that. But they could be going through a very tricky time work-wise, a lot of mental energy being expended there, but it's a lot of it to do with numbers and writing or editing, publishing, anything like that can come in. But it can also be, they could be health focused, perhaps they've got a health career. But so it's a lot of analytical energy going in there, even though this is an earth sign. Okay, so it's about the other side of this is too much worry, too much obsessing about details, and being overly critical of self and also of others. So you could be seeing this coming out of them. They need to actually just lift their head up and get into nature, and that will help to rebalance the energy, so that they're focusing on the most positive side of Virgo, which is wonderfully constructive, supportive, wonderful for advice, for analyzing things, for sifting and sorting and working out what is working, what is not working, and clearing up. It's also about decluttering. So they may need an emotional declutter or a physical declutter of their environment, especially if it comes to toxic things, or you know, getting rid of things that just don't serve them anymore, things that they're just not using any longer. They serve no purpose. So all of this energy, as I said, it could be energetic, it could be emotional, or you know, environmental and physical. So just see how that plays out for them. For the current situation, we've got fire element desire and Una easy does it. So with the fire element desire, this could be literally physical desire. So you could be enjoying that side of your relationship very much. and it's about something something has been triggered or stoked, or there's a fire being lit in some way, some sort of enthusiastic, passionate energy. There's a lot of courage, there's a lot of daring with this card, but it does have the side of it where it could be very quick, very almost like an epiphany, or a change of direction or change of life path coming up. So this could be for you and your person, or for your person, or for yourself. You can just see how it plays out for you, but there's some sort of shift coming in. And this is a very strong, fiery energy, but it's also got a scorched earth policy as well. So this person or yourself or within your relationship, you could be starting new. So a new beginning, it's actually clearing the ground, absolutely clearing it to start fresh. So as I said, if there is a relocation involved or some sort of move, this could very well be the case where, a clean slate, basically starting again or starting anew with something. But there's courage, there's daring, there's a lot of passion involved here, which could be to do with life purpose, but also to do with in the relationship. So there's a lot of that happening for you. And it's also got a sort of a seek and claim energy about it. So this is about going after what you want or pursuing what you want. So you may be wanting this from your partner. You may be waiting for this to come in. You may be wanting for them to come after and actually take action within the relationship. That could also be a situation happening as well. It could also be a few bossy people that are around you at this time. If it's to do with family issues and delegating tasks and things, you could be dealing with a few ego issues, a few bossy people around. Or it could be that you just need to put your cards on the table in some way, shape or form, whether it's with your person or with others around you. You may be just needing to protect your relationship at this time as well, because when there's a lot of family pressures, it gets to be like a pressure cooker. You may just have to put a few boundaries in and sort things out. But cards on the table nonetheless. No nonsense energy goes with this card. So as I said to you earlier, you may be wanting this from your person, or wanting this from a specific situation within your relationship. And here we've got Uno saying easy does it. Okay, there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So you may be desiring this quick action, this clean slate action from your person. It really depends on where you are in your relationship and what is going on. You may be desiring this very much, expecting it, and kind of wanting to push or force the issue. And Uno is saying you don't need to do that. Just easy does it. Stay as you are for now. And this is about nurturing your cause, or nurture your relationship, nurture what it is that's going on around you, but do not make any sort of sudden moves. And that kind of contradicts this card, as I said. So you may be desiring to do this, but it's saying that at this time, don't push or force things to happen. Everything is working out exactly as it should. So this is a case of nurturing, nurturing your relationship, and also nurturing your own interests, your own life, what is going on around you. Focus on that while while things are occurring. But it's saying that the universe has got this thing, so there is such thing as divine timing. So it can be frustrating. It can push you into a bit of a sort of a like impatient mindset, but she's saying that just hold off on that. Everything is working out exactly as it should, and just relax into that, make no sudden moves, and allow things to manifest as they should. Just see how this comes in for you. Then for the advice section, we've got Mary Magdalene, Unconditional Love, and Neptune, Sacrifice. So with Mary Magdalene, Unconditional Love, this is what I say to you. Just step back into your heart. And this could be with external situations going on around like family and end of the year issues, Christmas and things like that. There's all kinds of things that could be happening, but it could also be within your relationship. Just come back to unconditional love. Just keep coming back to that all the time, and that will help to smooth troubled waters if there are situations going on. She says here, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So don't think for 1 minute that this person isn't doing their work. There's a lot going on in there, and so don't think that it's not happening. Just focus on yourself. and and get on with what is occurring for you and what needs to be done. And if you are in a situation, a joint situation where things need to be decided and sorted out, well, then your communication is very, very important, which is what I said about the Grand Cross Provoker. You must communicate, but do it in a loving way. She's saying that, release sort of judgments about yourself and others, and no matter what the situation is. Even if things look bad or things don't appear to be exactly how you want them to be, keep coming back to this, because this, when you're in a situation of unconditional love, doesn't mean that you're a doormat or that you're just letting things occur and not taking action or not putting boundaries in and so on. Because Neptune is about boundaries. Neptune is about not allowing yourself to be stepped on, or to become a doormat, or just to step into sort of self-sabotaging or self-undoing situations here. With unconditional love, it's grossly misunderstood. What this means is that you give love out to whatever the situation or to whomever. You give love out and you don't have an attachment with regards to receiving a return back, to receiving back from that person. It's just given from your heart and it goes outward, and that's as far as it goes for you. You don't have an attachment. You don't have an expectation about a return or some kind of reciprocation or keeping score or a tally or some kind of well, I did it this time, you must do it next time, and so on. Unconditional love is simply that. It is the highest vibration in the universe. It is the fabric of the universe. Everything functions on love. So step back into that and do things from your heart. If you feel spontaneously you want to say something or you want to do something for another person, then do it from your heart. Do it with love. And that will help to smooth things over. Because with Neptune sacrifice, there could be quite a bit going on from a standpoint where there may be, as I said, there may be situations going on around you where you could easily be taken advantage of, or you may feel like you're being taken advantage of. People around you may be just taking advantage of your compassion or of your niceness or your dependability or whatever it is that your reliability. And so you need to be a little bit careful with that, especially with the Grand Cross Provoker and the Start Delegating card. You need to actually be in control. But don't allow yourself to be confused or to slip into some sort of illusion, some sort of fantasy about how things should be. Be very clear. Be very clear with your communication. Do it in a loving way, but be clear. Put your boundaries in place, and work from that standpoint. Don't have any your rose-tinted spectacles on about certain things. Just be honest, be clear, and just guard against, as I said, having being dragged under by other people's complexities and difficulties, because it could affect your relationship and it could affect how you're feeling. With Neptune sacrifices, feelings are going to be high. Okay, they are going to be high, and it's a very feeling card. Your dreams are going to be important. Your dreams and your dreams with your partner is going to be important. It's also about connecting to the divine. So make sure that you do that. Connect to the divine in lots of different ways, whether it's through painting or through imaginative work or writing or anything where you're using your creative and inspirational abilities, your imagination as well, anything around that. So focus on some task or something around you which has got those energies about it. Tap into the divine, spend time in meditation, retreat if you have to, as a couple or as within yourself, retreat to recenter and rebalance yourself. Spend a little bit of time on your own, a little bit of me time, just to rebalance yourself. Avoid things like alcohol and other substances which are going to act like triggers. Okay, this time of the year, again, it can be an issue. Any sort of substance abuse can be an issue around Neptune time. Okay, and it can also be to do with karmic issues popping up that may be coming up. But you can find resolutions and you can also move forward from that. It's also about helping others. So you may just be called upon within your family situation or within other aspects of your life where you just need to help as much as possible. It could also be to do with your person. You may need to just put some time aside to help them, or to just do whatever is necessary to maintain the momentum of your relationship. So as I said, with your time delegation, if you can cut away some time and delegate certain things and prioritize, then you can prioritize some time for your relationship, for your person, and for yourself. It's important that you do that. So don't allow yourself to get dragged under by circumstances, and then before you know it, now you're in a pickle. And don't allow self-sabotaging behaviors to stand in your way as well. Always come back to the unconditional love and connect to the divine, in lots of imaginative activities or inspirational activities, whatever does it for you, because that brings you back to the present moment, and then you can just retreat and withdraw and have some time just to be together or within yourself, and that will help you to activate your spiritual life and your healing. And it's about belief systems as well. You may be going through that, being the end of the year as well. You may have a clash of belief systems, or you may just be not buying into belief systems like you used to. All of these things are maybe coming up now at this time of the year, but just come back to that and maintain your power and your strength within. Setna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So she's saying that this is an abundant universe. Okay, you will have your needs met. You will have enough to eat. You will have a roof over your head. You will have what you require. So just relax into that. The universe has got this, and don't allow yourself to worry overly about that. As I said, connect to the divine. Do imaginative or creative or inspirational activities which keep you grounded and keep you centered, emotionally and physically centered, and release yourself from the worries and the pushing of energy into things that that are going to pull your energy down. You need to maintain a strong, as I said, a strong central focus, and just relax into that. The universe has got this. It's an abundant universe, and you just have to tap into that energy. With this responsibility card, this is about taking responsibility for your dreams, which does come in with Neptune, and taking responsibility for your energy within the relationship, it could also be relating to having too many responsibilities, and you now need to farm some out so that you can cope. So see how this relates to you. But you do have a responsibility to yourself, first and foremost, to your person, and obviously if you've got children and so on, your family. And so you're just going to need to prioritize what it is you are able to do at this time to maintain your energy and just keep your wits about you. We've got for the outcome potential here for this period, Kuan Yin compassion, Chiron healing. So release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So it's come back again, similar energy here to unconditional love. Really, that sums it up. Have compassion. Just don't let yourself be dragged under. Have compassion, be understanding, be empathetic, but keep your boundaries in place. And release judgments about yourself, first of all, and then also about others. And do everything you can to come back to the love and stay in this compassionate, calm, neutral energy, okay? And that is how you will overcome any sort of situations that are arising currently. We've got Chiron healing here. This is about dealing with repeated things or situations that keep popping up, or some other situation that has occurred and now it's popping up again. So this is about the wounded healer. This is finding healing. And, healing came up as well from the Neptune card. So this is about, it's almost like emotional or mental or spiritual healing, but it can also be physical healing. So this is about sort of, as I said, I keep thinking it's going to be family issues or things from the past that keep popping up, and you've got to deal with them. You have to just open these things up, these wounds, to allow the light in. As soon as you do that and you accept that whatever those experiences that keep reoccurring or those feelings that you keep having, they keep coming back about they get triggered by certain situations. This is about allowing the light onto that, to look at it very clearly and to say, well, it's had a place in my life. It's shaped me. This is who I am. And accept it. Accept that came into your life. It's a learning experience. Accept the situation, and then slip back into unconditional love. Just forgive the situation, forgive yourself, so that you can release your energy from being trapped there all the time, because once it gets parked there, it keeps going round and round and round, and you just, unless you release it, it will stay there. And it's very draining, it's very heavy, and it's very uncomfortable. So make sure that you shine the light on these repetitive issues and go back to the first time it ever happened and see what was going on around there and resolve it, work through it, sort it out. As I said, it could even be a physical issue, that an injury or a wound that has popped up, and you need to go back to the first time it happened and then resolve issues around that. It's also about spending time in healing, in nature. Lots of natural things come in with this, all natural remedies, natural therapies, everything to do that. This is to do with self-care, looking after yourself and spreading that around. You may have an interest in natural remedies or natural therapies, homeopathy, chiropractic, naturopathy, whatever it is, whatever suits you. Go and try, explore, and help to, balance yourself. This is your me time. Make sure that you do this for yourself and for your relationship, just to go through sort of a period of healing, to bring you into a calm and peaceful, neutral state, where you can look around you without judgment and be in this unconditional love state. And spend time in nature, and just relax and enjoy the situation. But it's about healing internally and externally. We've got here as additional Isolde Undying Love. This is about getting over any past betrayals, losses, upsets, parting of the ways, whatever went down. It's about acknowledging that those experiences had a place in your life. And as I said, this is to do very much with Chiron healing as well, because it's got the same kind of theme about it. That those issues and experiences all had note for you. They were important for you and your growth. It's a learning experience. But you can't get over them if you suppress those energies, or you suppress that or bury it, because it's going to keep popping up. But this is also about getting over some kind of loss of any kind. It could be any kind of a loss. And knowing that whatever you shared with that person or within that situation was appropriate and part of the experience. And it's allowing that to just rest and just be, and acknowledging that it had a part in your life. And then get busy into nature. I keep thinking this: get out into nature, enjoy being amongst in whatever natural environment you can go into, to open yourself up to love, to the energy of love, which is the highest vibration. Okay, open up to love. Your healing will be very swift and efficient. Whatever healing needs to occur, enjoy that, relax, enjoy that, but spend time in nature and open yourself up, and know that love is there for you. You just have to open yourself up to it, whether it's love from another, or love within yourself, or love from other people. But it's opening yourself up to that, and not allowing past experiences now to shape how you are moving forward. In some cases, it may be a past loved one, and you may just be feeling a little bit sad from that. Somebody has passed, and just know that undying love, okay, that was the situation. It will always be the situation. Love is the highest vibration. There is nothing but love. Everything else is just a learning experience. And so have faith and know that is always going to be there, and take respite in that. But make sure that you haven't closed yourself off to open up to love, and enjoy that beautiful emotion coming into you, because the healing will come. It's there. It's happening already. Sixth house, this is the house of routine, workplace, work colleagues, work projects, and also mastery of your craft. So you may be busy with work-related issues, but it's also health, diet, and lifestyle and well-being. And this came up. Virgo is the ruler of is the ruler of the sixth house. So that is this may be relevant to you, or to your person, or as a couple. So that is coming in. Also, it's the house of pets. It may be relevant in some way for you, but it's saying that take a look at your health, your diet, your well-being, your lifestyle, together if you are together, or individually, or maybe your person. And also, as I said, it may be work-related. Perhaps you need to change things up to bring fresh energy in, to release certain things. and to rid yourself of too many responsibilities or things that are weighing you down, which is why you got the Grand Cross Provoker card and Green Tara. And this could also be very much your person. You may also be grappling with things like this. So I feel you need to bring in fresh energy, fresh routines, change things up, so that you're, that whatever is going on in your life, that there's no stagnancy. You need to look at things and get rid of things which are not helping you at this point. As I said, all substance abuses and things like toxic substances and toxicity in the environment, any chemicals that are just working for you, or have a good look at everything and freshen things up, to bring fresh energy into your relationship and into your life and within yourself as well. It could also be that something is going on from a work perspective. Perhaps you need to change things up there as well, and get help possibly with delegation. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed that. A lot to take in, but it's a big month and plenty going on. So have a wonderful, wonderful time. Take care, and please don't forget to like and share, and or subscribe, and I will see you next time.